Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud scattered at 2,000 feet.
Temperature 18. Dew point 13. QNH 1025. Repeating, Rome Fiumicino, Metroport. Rome Fiumicino at 1320 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud few at 2,500 feet. Ceiling broken at 5,000 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 5. QNH 1011. Tempo moderate rain. Repeating, Milan Malpensa, Metroport. Milan Malpensa at 1320 Zulu. Wind 180 degrees, 4 knots. Wind varying between 120 degrees and 250 degrees. Cav OK. Temperature 16. Dew point 5. QNH 1009er. No sig. This is Shannon Volmet. Shannon Volmet. Middle Signet. Repeat middle Signet. Forecast. Brussels National. Forecast. Brussels National. Valid from the 6th at 1200 until the 7th at 1800. Wind 220 degrees, 16 knots. Gusting 26 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud scattered at 2,000 feet. Ceiling broken at 4,000 feet. Tempo from 1400 until 0900. Wind 230 degrees, 20 knots. Gusting 36 knots. Visibility 3,500 meters. Moderate rain showers. Cloud. Ceiling broken. Cumulonimbus at 1,400 feet. Probability 30%. Tempo from 0600 until 0900. Wind 230 degrees. 26 knots. Gusting 46 knots. Visibility 2,500 meters. Heavy rain showers. Cloud. Ceiling broken at 900 feet. Broken cumulonimbus at 1,400 feet. Becoming between 0700 and 0900. Wind 260 degrees. 18 knots. Gusting 28 knots. Met reports. Brussels National. Met report. Brussels National at 1350 Zulu. Wind 220 degrees, 16 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud. Ceiling broken at 2,800 feet. Temperature 11. Dew point 6. QNH 1001. Tempo. Wind 230 degrees, 20 knots. Gusting 36 knots. Visibility 3,500 meters. Moderate rain showers. Cloud. Ceiling broken at 1,400 feet. Amsterdam Schiphol. Metroport. Amsterdam Schiphol at 1355 Zulu. Wind 230 degrees, 26 knots. Gusting 37 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud. Few at 1,300 feet. Ceiling broken at 1,700 feet. Temperature 11. Dew point 8. QNH 0996. Low sig. Frankfurt. Metroport. Frankfurt at 1350 Zulu. Wind 220 degrees, 17 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud. Few at 4,000 feet. Scattered at 4,500 feet. Temperature 14. Dew point 4. QNH 1003. Low sig. Hamburg. Metroport. Hamburg at 1350 Zulu. Automated observation. Wind 230 degrees 14 knots. Visibility 9 kilometers. Light drizzle, cloud, scattered at 1,300 feet. Ceiling broken at 2,400 feet. Overcast at 3,700 feet. Temperature 9er, dew point 8, QNH 09er tempo, wind 240 degrees 15 knots, gusting 25 knots. Visibility 3,000 meters, light rain, light drizzle, cloud, ceiling broken at 1,200 feet. Munich, Metroport, Munich at 1350 Zulu, wind 260 degrees 10 knots. Wind varying between 230 degrees and 290 degrees. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud scattered at 4,500 feet. Temperature 16, dew point 6, QNH 1004, low sig. This is Shannon Volmet. Shannon Volmet. Met reports. London Heathrow, Metroport. London Heathrow at 1350 Zulu. Automated observation. Wind 230 degrees 17 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud few at 3,700 feet. Cloud type not available. Scattered at 4,400 feet. Cloud type not available. Amount unknown. Cumulonimbus at height unknown. Temperature 14. Dew point 7. QNH 09er 904. Tempo moderate rain showers. London Gatwick, Metroport. London Gatwick at 1350 Zulu. Wind 220 degrees 15 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud scattered at 1,600 feet. Ceiling broken at 2,800 feet. Temperature 12. Dew point 9er. QNH 09er 96. London Stansted, Metroport. London Stansted at 1350 Zulu. Automated observation. Wind 240 degrees 11 knots. Gusting 21 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Thunderstorm with light rain. Cloud few at 1,700 feet. Cloud type not available. Ceiling broken at 2,500 feet. Cloud type not available. Amount unknown. Cumulonimbus at height unknown. Temperature 10. Dew point 9er. QNH 09er 903. Recent moderate rain. Prestwick, Metroport. Prestwick at 1350 Zulu. Wind 210 degrees 17 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Cloud scattered at 4,400 feet. Temperature 10. Dew point 5. QNH 09er 83. Glasgow, Metroport. Glasgow at 1350 Zulu. Automated observation. Wind 210 degrees 15 knots. Gusting 27 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Light rain. Cloud scattered at 2,400 feet. Cloud type not available. Ceiling broken at 3,100 feet. Cloud type not available. Broken at 4,000 feet. Cloud type not available. Amount unknown. Towering cumulus at height unknown. Temperature 10. Dew point 7. QNH 09er 82. Repeating. London Heathrow, Metroport. London Heathrow at 1350 Zulu. Automated observation. Wind 230 degrees, 17 knots. Visibility 10 kilometers or more. Clouds few at 3,700 feet. Cloud type not available. Scattered at 4,400 feet. Cloud type not available. Amount unknown. Cumulonimbus at height unknown. Temperature 14. Dew point 7. QNH
09904. Tempo moderate rain showers. Repeating. London Gatwick, net report. London Gatwick at 1350 wind 220 degrees.